Hello from northern Wisconsin. It is the 31st of October, and this is our final open water fishing report for the 2021 season. It's time for us to get the Lund cleaned up. We've actually got a new one being built, and this one's been sold to one of our customers. So we're excited to be in a brand new Lund for 2022. But we've had a chance to fish a lot of different bodies of water in northern Wisconsin since our last report. In the Hayward Lakes area, the water temperatures are right in that mid to low 40s range. There are some lakes that I don't think, a few larger lakes that really haven't turned over completely yet. There's still a little bit of thermocline left, but most of the lakes have turned over. Walleyes I've been finding in stained water lakes in that 25 to 30 foot range, using jigs and minnows and slip arbors and minnows to catch them. Artificial presentations have also been working though. Baits like a Rapala slab wrap or a Bait Rigs herky jerky or a Castmaster jig and spoon have all been effective. Crappies around Hayward are moving out in that 30-foot area around the main lake basins. Here's the deal with the crappies right now, folks. You got to be real careful. If you're pulling them up out of that 30 feet of water, they can be hard to release. A lot of times they won't swim off. So I guess what I would suggest is if you're going to fish them right now, keep a few for a meal, and then you're going to have to back off so you don't do too much damage to those fish. If you're finding them in that 30-foot range or even a little bit deeper, you can catch them on that Bait Rigs panfish cobra jig with a small tube on it that we like so much, under a slip arbor or just tight line it over the side. Also small like ice fishing jig and spoons are working, or even like a small Bait Rigs herky jerky. Those are artificial presentations that you can use. Smallmouth bass continue to be out in that kind of 20 to 25 foot range, just kind of randomly scattered along shoreline drop-offs and points, even maybe off of some rocky reefs. A heavy jig head with like a Bait Rigs long shank slow poke jig head with a jerk minnow on it, or even a Castmaster jig and spoon are a couple of artificial presentations that you can use. Sucker minnows are also very good this time of year, as always. We have been musky fishing quite a bit. We've caught some nice muskies here to wrap up the season. You can find muskies basically anywhere right now. I know that seems a little bit random, but when lakes are turning over, after the turnover, you can find fish out in that deeper water where the walleyes and crappies are, or you can also still find them up along weed lines or rocky points and rocky structures. So there's really you can't go wrong fishing them anyway, whether it's deep or shallow. Right now, though, bigger rubber plastic baits tend to be effective, like a whale tail. That's a really good bait that we've been using this year. Bigger jerk baits also, or even vertical presentations with big blade baits will work. And of course, this time of year, we're also always dragging a live sucker minnow to catch muskies. Chequamegon Bay, I was able to get there a few times over the last couple of weeks. Water temperatures were around 43 degrees, and I found smallies in a couple of different spots. I found them relating to mud flats out in, around 20 feet of water in that range. Also found them around rocks in 15 to 20 feet of water. The fish in the mud flats were kind of mixed in with some walleyes, even brown trout, and some northern pike. So that was fun. Artificial presentations to use on Chequamegon Bay. That Castmaster jig and spoon is real effective. Again, that Bait Rigs long shank slow poke, a heavy jig head like a quarter ounce or a half ounce jig head with a large plastic on it like a jerk minnow. That's also a real good late season presentation. And again, sucker minnows work also on a Lindy rig or even on a slip bobber. So that kind of wraps things up. I think, those guys that want to hang in there and tough it out, I think you're still going to have good open water fishing here for the next couple of weeks. It's going to get cold, but I don't see us icing up anytime soon. So those of you that are going to hang in there, good luck to you. You should have some decent fishing here. And as for us, this wraps up our 29th season of guiding. It's hard to believe. I just want to thank all of you for following our reports. I started doing these written reports on my website many years ago, where I was actually documenting every day that I was on the water. And as time has gone on, we've kind of transitioned to these video reports. So this has been a little bit of a learning process this year. I really appreciate all of you that have followed these reports over the years. Looking forward to our 30th year of guiding. People ask me all the time if I ever get sick of it, and honestly, I don't. I look forward to the people getting in my boat with me every day. Every day is always a new adventure, and every season goes by so fast. I just really enjoy it. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great winter season, a safe winter season, and we'll be back on the water as soon as we can in May, and we'll be checking in with reports as soon as we can. Take care, everybody. We'll talk soon.